The third major Legion raid, Kakul Saydon, is just a couple of weeks away, and with it, more vertical progressions and systems in place that you need to know. In this video, we're going to be going over everything so that you have all the answers when your friends are asking you what the hell they should be doing. As usual, I'm streaming on Twitch 5 to 6 days a week, and that is the absolute best way to connect with me personally. Follow me on that platform, as well as all the other social media platforms that you see on the screen. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I've got the Kakul menu up here. As you can see, it requires 1475 item level to participate in, and that is just for the normal. There is no hard mode, right? And there's 3 gates. There is an Inferno, but we're not going to get that. That's going to come out later. And you're going to see that the 2 main drops that you get, or the raid drops, or the boss drop that you get that's unique to this raid, is the trumpets, as well as these Mark of Madness tickets. I'm going to tell you exactly what they do and what they're used for here in a second, but I just want you guys to understand that the normal version of this raid, which is the regular 1475 eye level raid, you get both of these mats. You get both the trumpets and you get the madness. Now the other version of it, if you hit your Alt Q menu, you're going to see another commander raid special thing here. It's obviously going to be translated differently. If you hit open menu here, this is the rehearsal menu. This is the easier version. You can think of it as Kakul Easy. Okay, we call it rehearsal here. I don't know what's going to be called in the States, but maybe the same thing. 1385, as you can see, to participate in the 3 gates, and you don't get any of the trumpets, but you do get the Mark of Madness. Now it's important to know that you cannot participate in the rehearsal that you've completed the main raid on. Okay, so once you've completed the main raid at 1475, you won't be able to do the 1385, but don't worry, because you still get these Mark of Madnesses in the regular version, in the normal version. All right, so what exactly are you getting out of Kakul, normal and rehearsal? What are you getting for these Mark of Madnesses, and what are you getting for these trumpets? Let's start with the Mark of Madness. So just like all the other Legion raids, you go to the Legion raid exchanger. You could obviously change the trumpets for the Chaos Stones, nothing different there, but you're gonna see another tab here that says Mark of Madness, and you're just going to simply see a list of items that you can get in exchange for these Mark of Madnesses. Most of this stuff is limited to one time only, and some of this stuff is really good. For example, you got legendary engraving books. We'll go through this here in a second, but the first page right here, you're gonna notice that the first 4 items, these are weekly, so you can get these on a week-to-week basis. These are juicer books, you got the legendary class accessories, you've got legendary stones here, and that's pretty much it. So once you clear out the shop, you're pretty much just going to be using them on these juicer books for your alts. So taking a look at some of these one-time purchases, you've got obviously mats, juicer mats, stones, shards, just upgrade material essentially. You got relic stuff, you got card stuff, you do have you've got a card selection pack, which is really big. Emotes, and then obviously the legendary engraving books. So you definitely want to clear out this shop at least once, because the rewards are amazing, and then after that, these Mark of Madnesses are just going to be used for pretty much just getting these books. Now we talk about these Madness trumpets. This is the main mat that you're going to be needing, that everyone's going to be needing and rushing for once this Legion raid drops. This mat is not used to craft gear like Vicus and Vulcan mats were, but instead it is used to upgrade your gear. I'm going to show you exactly how that's done at this NPC. Once I get out of this menu here, any major hub here, I'm in Vern, you can talk to this gear sets manager guy here, and this is going to show you your equipment. As you can see, my weapon is plus 21 here, and if I hover my mouse over this item, you can see the 2 set, 4 set, and 6 set effect. You can see that there's something that shows level 1, level 2, and level 3. Essentially, this effect just goes up. How much does it go up? Well, level 1 to level 2 is going to bring my crit damage up to, I believe, 20%, and my crit rate up to 20%, if I'm not mistaken, and my damage up to like 24%. I believe it's like a 3% increase across the board for this set specifically. I would have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's 3%. And then it goes up again once you hit level 3. Level 3 we won't get until El Gacia. However, level 2 is going to be coming with this raid. So you need these trumpets in order to actually upgrade your pieces. As you can see, the weapon requires 25 trumpets. Everything else requires 10 and some gold, obviously, okay? You want to prioritize the armor pieces before the weapons. Okay, do not upgrade your weapon first. There's no point, because the way this works is once you upgrade a certain piece, depending on how many pieces that you have upgraded, it will unlock the set effect bonus. So, for example, if I have my helmet and my pauldrons here unlocked, that is 2 pieces that's unlocked, that will give me level 2 on the 2-piece set effect there, right? So the crit damage 17% increase, that's going to go to level 2 if I have 2 pieces of equipment that is at level 2. So you can clearly see why you'd want to prioritize the armor pieces, because the armor pieces only require 10 versus the weapon requiring 25. Your weapon attack power, your damage, your stats, they do not go up. So that is something to know. I know a lot of people are going to ask that. No, it doesn't go up, and that is more the reason why you should just continue to upgrade the armor pieces. You can essentially upgrade 2 pieces of gear in 2 weeks versus the weapon, assuming you're not getting any extra loot, which we'll talk about here in a second, will take you 3 weeks because you're getting 10 trumpets per week. Again, we're going to be talking about that here in a second. So this is what the trumpets are used for. Keep that in mind, and let's actually start talking about how many trumpets you actually get. All right, so I've written out these notes here just so that you guys could have a little bit of a perspective. All right, you need 75 trumpets for a full set. You need 10 per armor piece, 25 for the weapon. Now, this is how long it's going to take you to actually get your whole set up to level 2. You need 75 trumpets, so essentially it will take you 8 weeks, because you get 10 trumpets if you're buying the extra loot per raid. Okay, it's going to be 1 plus 1 for gate 1, plus 1 meaning the extra loot that you can purchase at the end of the raid. So that's 2 gate 1, and then it goes 2 plus 2 gate 2, 2 plus 2 gate 3, for a total of 10. At the end of each raid, there will be a box that you can bid for that will allow you to get 5 additional trumpets, just like every other Legion raid. Okay, so with that said, assuming you don't purchase anything, then it will take you 8 weeks to get the full set. So you can see why you'd want to prioritize the armor, because in the first 2 weeks, you'll get the first 2-piece set effect at level 2, and then it'll take you 4 weeks to get the second, the 4-piece, and then it will take you 4 weeks to unlock that last set effect, the 6-piece set effect. Now, keep in mind, Kakul is a 4-man raid. It is not an 8. So if you have a static for this and you guys decide to alternate the boxes, then everyone in the group should be able to get it by week 7, even if you're the last person here. If you're the last person here to actually roll on it, then you'll have 45 by the time it hits week 4. Then you'll have 55, 65, and then 75, because you're getting 10 per, and it only requires 75 of the trumpets to get your full set. So everyone in the group will have it by week 7. Everyone essentially saves a week if you guys alternate it. So there is that for those of you who are in the statics and won't be able to figure out who should get the box if you guys don't want to shell out the gold. A TLDR summary is, if you win the bid 5 times, assuming that you win the auction bid for the trumpets 5 times, you get it in 5 weeks. If you win the bid 3 times, you get it in 6 weeks. If you win it twice, you get it in 7 weeks. And if you never loot the box at the end, you will get it in 8 weeks. It being the full 6-piece set effect that's at level 2. That's pretty much everything you guys need to know for this Legion raid. Pretty simple. Let me know in the comment section below if there's anything that I missed, and let me know if you guys found this helpful. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I am planning on continuing covering Lost Ark content along with the general MMORPG content on this YouTube channel. Twitch primarily focused on Lost Ark, so definitely come hang out with me there, and I will see you in the next video.